Ladies and gentlemen, City's House 84. What's up, bro?
I'm good, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What is the reason why most African men marry home and abroad? Can you tell us?
Here in the Philippines or generally?
I don't know you. I said home and abroad. Like, what is the reason why most African men marry home and abroad?
Okay, though reasons might differ, okay, depending on the individual. My reason might not be another man's reason. Okay, but
Wait, what?
I would say some people want what we call inheritance.
I know
They want to
here's
have inheritance back home, right? Especially
Wait. Inheritance in which aspect?
okay, there are some white women you would meet, and some of them wouldn't buy the idea of going back home with you.
Okay, we have white and brown women.
In layman's language, an African calls an Asian, as long as you're not an African, an African calls a white woman. Sorry, an African calls an abroad women white women.
No, forget about that. Move on.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that basically inheritance. Okay.
Inheritance in which aspect? I want to know.
Okay, in the aspect of as a man, you want to have something back home. You wouldn't want your lineage back home to end, right? Because Africans have this fear of your lineage ending with you. The typical African man would want, after everything, when he retires, right? He wants it to be that okay, when he goes back home, his family, his kids will be able to come back home with him.
Okay. I want to really get this very point clearly or clear.
Okay.
But before we proceed, I want to ask you, if you want to justify this fact, is it a good thing that an African man should marry home and abroad?
Okay, in my opinion, if you have an abroad woman, right, that's the right word. If you have an abroad woman who agrees, okay, that, at the end of the day, you sell your dream to her. Okay, babe, this is my intention. I want us at the end of the day, let's retire back to Africa, right? And she's okay with it. There's no need for that.
So what is the inheritance about that you feel most Africans should marry back home because of the inheritance titles?
The typical African man, you build house back home, you will make investments back home, right?
So what if you have a white woman, just as you said in general, both browns and whites are called white. So what if you have a white woman whose intentions is to go back home with you? In that case, is there any reason why you should also have a woman back home?
In that case, there is no reason for you to have a woman back home, marry home and abroad.
Wait, what?
Okay, there is no reason.
So what you're trying to say is that why most African men still marry back home is a fallout plan.
Yes, fallback plan.
Fallback plan.
Fallback plan.
Okay,
yes.
it's a fallback plan.
Because there's this notion, there's this mentality that if you marry a woman abroad, the woman wouldn't want to come back. Most of them wouldn't want to go back to Africa with you. They see Africa as a suffering place.
Okay.
The social media, the media has sold out Africa as a country or a continent that is, filled with suffering. Okay, dusty place, not beautiful and all that, but they don't know it's not true.
So what you're trying to say in essence is that if an African man finds a white woman who is ready to retire with him back home, there's no need to have a backup plan.
There's no need.
Or a fallback plan.
It's not necessary.
Okay, that's number one.
Yeah.
Secondly,
You fucking muppet!
Filipino women and Nigerian women.
What do we have this?
Which amongst the two you think cheats the most and are very, secretive? with the little dealings you have already with Filipinas, and as an African man you must have had experience with your people. You understand? So what do you like comparing these both? Like Filipinas and African women, most especially Nigerian women, which do you think cheat most and are very secretive?
Women, that word women is, I feel that women are women everywhere in the world, they have the same characteristics, right? So I wouldn't say from experience, it's an individual stuff. Okay, you could meet depending on the people you've met.
Okay.
Yeah. I've met African ladies or Nigerian ladies that are quite secretive, that are serial cheats and all that, right?
Okay.
And I've met Filipinas that are the same. Okay. So I wouldn't say Nigerian women cheat more than Filipinas, or Filipinas cheat more than Nigerians.
In which aspect? For example, if you want to generalize Filipinas in one statement, prior to this question that I just asked you, and Nigerians, just a specific word to qualify these two people, what will you say when it comes to the terms of who cheat most and who is secretive most? Because you're dealing with the both. So how do you fix this word if you're asked a question like this? In one word, just fix it. Fix the both, like in one word. Define the two of them.
Okay, I would say you are actually trying to get words out of my mouth, but then,
that is why we are here.
But then,
It is.
Nigerian women are wonderful, yeah, right? But compared to cheating, no, Filipinas cheat more, bro.
Filipinas cheat more.
Yeah, more than Nigerian women.
How?
My guy, I've had experiences here.
Tell us.
No, is that necessary?
Yes, that's why we are here.
I've had experiences here, and Nigerian women cheat as well. But I would say,
why do you think Filipinas cheat more? Tell us.
Is there any particular reason?
No, listen. If you say you want to compare and contrast with your experience, the reason more has its different meaning.
Let me say this in terms of let me use morals.
Okay.
The morals are not the same. The orientations are not the same. Okay. Back home in Nigeria, okay, a lady could have a boyfriend, right, and still be hiding